The end for the Bloodline. WWE superstar left off WrestleMania card demands a fight. What Rhea Ripley's title win mean for the Judgment Day's future? Rhea Ripley on Dominic failing to defeat Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 39. Bianca Belair sends a heartfelt message for Mercedes Moan. KSI pictured on stretcher backstage with unhappy Logan Paul. Let's jump right into it. WWE superstar left off WrestleMania card demands a fight. WWE superstar Bronson Reed is looking for a fight this WrestleMania 39 weekend. Having worked on the independent circuits in Australia and Japan, Bronson Reed brought a huge deal of experience when he joined the Black and Gold brand in 2019. Reed made a name for himself in NXT with his hard-hitting, athletic brand of wrestling. He raked up several victories during his stint there and even defeated Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. He was released on August 6, 2021. After another short run in the independent circuit, he found his way back to WWE once again last year on the December 19, 2022 episode of Raw. In a recent tweet, the Ozilla mentioned that he was ready for a fight. However, Reed may have to wait for his turn since the superstar has not been booked in any matches for this year's Showcase of the Immortals. Here's what the tweet read: "Man, I wanna fight." Reed surprised the wrestling world when he returned to WWE, helping The Miz beat Dexter Lumis in a ladder match. Since then, he has exerted his dominance over the Raw roster and is still undefeated in singles matches on the main roster. Since his comeback, the 34-year-old star has taken down the likes of Elias, Chad Gable, Mustafa Ali, Dolph Ziggler, and Akira Tozawa. This week's edition of the Blue brand was billed as WrestleMania SmackDown. The show was the perfect launchpad for the Mania extravaganza and featured several important matches. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal also took place this past Friday on SmackDown. 30 WWE superstars from both brands competed in the Battle Royal to win the prestigious trophy. Bronson Reed put up a show during the matchup, eliminating the monster of all monsters Braun Strowman and crowd favorite LA Knight. He was part of the final two alongside Bobby Lashley. After a brief scuffle with the Almighty, Reed was finally eliminated. Do you think Bronson Reed has a bright future on the main roster? Sound off in the comments section below. What Rhea Ripley's title win mean for the Judgment Day's future? The Judgment Day could experience a multitude of changes now that Rhea Ripley stands as the SmackDown Women's Champion after WWE WrestleMania 39. She defeated Charlotte Flair after much back and forth, eventually ending with a thunderous riptide from the top rope. An integral part of the Judgment Day since its formation, Ripley's time with the faction was the advent of her heel Gothic gimmick. She has since run roughshod on the women's roster. The Nightmare broke multiple records at the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble before earning a world title shot by outlasting 29 other competitors. Rhea Ripley's decision to fight Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39 was a full-circle moment. The Queen ended her first individual title reign as Raw Women's Champion 2 years ago. Her latest win also means that Ripley would need to be a highlight of the Blue brand, seemingly abandoning the Judgment Day members Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Rhea Ripley's title win garnered a huge ovation from the crowd, so she could be in line for an imminent babyface turn on SmackDown. She might be joined by Dominic Mysterio, although they would get less screen time as the ex-con is expected to forge a career with his heel character. Ripley and Dominic Mysterio occasionally jumped ship to the Blue brand to set the WrestleMania 39 plans into motion, so their shift won't be surprising. Formed in 2022 by Edge, Rhea Ripley was revealed as a member of the Judgment Day when she assisted the Rated R superstar in his Mania fight against AJ Styles. She formerly teamed up with Liv Morgan and was the tag team champion until Ripley snapped at their dysfunctional relationship. Finn Balor eventually usurped Edge's throne as the leader of the faction, leading to a full-fledged rivalry that continues to this day. Rhea Ripley, in the meantime, tormented the Mysterios with constant beatdowns before Dominic eventually sided with her. The Nightmare became the enforcer for the stable, pulverizing both women and men alike. Rhea's shift to SmackDown would open new rivalries for the champion. A rematch with Charlotte Flair is expected to occur at Backlash. Going forward, Zelina Vega could get a chance to settle the score with Ripley after suffering a loss on the Blue brand a couple of weeks ago. Rhea Ripley on Dominic failing to defeat Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 39. Rhea Ripley has finally reacted to Dominic losing to Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 39. Dominic Mysterio gave his absolute best against his father Rey on night 1 of WrestleMania 39. Unfortunately, the young gun failed to defeat the WWE legend tonight. At the post-WrestleMania 39 press conference, Rhea Ripley opened up about Dominic's big loss earlier tonight. Here's what she said: "What happened tonight? I wish I could have been there for my Dom, my Latino heat, Dominic Mysterio, but at the end of the day, Mommy had business to settle. And Mommy's gonna settle some more business later on." The nightmare couldn't be there for Dominic as she was focused on Charlotte Flair and the SmackDown Women's title. Ripley and Flair wrestled in one of the best matches in WrestleMania history, and Ripley won the belt when all was said and done. Ripley would have loved to see Dominic put his father down at WrestleMania 39, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. It was a bittersweet night for the Judgment Day, but Dominic still has a long road ahead of him on the main roster. He has improved quite a lot over the past few months and is now one of the biggest heels on WWE Raw. What do you think? Would you have preferred to see Dominic defeat his father at Mania? Sound off. Bianca Belair sends a heartfelt message for Mercedes Moné. Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair recently sent her well wishes to her former rival Mercedes Moné, who departed WWE last year. Moné, who previously went by the name Sasha Banks, went to war with Belair in the main event of WrestleMania 37. The two performers put up arguably the best women's match in WWE history, with Bianca Belair coming on top. While the Raw Women's Champion remains at the top of the mountain in the company, Mercedes Moné took a bet on herself and left the promotion last year. Speaking to Emily Me of Sportskeeda Wrestling, the ESD of WWE stated that she just wanted her former rival to be happy. Belair explained that no matter where one's destiny takes them, it's only happiness that matters eventually. I just want her to be happy. I know she's out there living her dream, and she's in Japan, and she's doing her thing. That's all matters at the end of the day. It's happiness, said Bianca Belair. Elsewhere in the chat, Bianca Belair mentioned how competing with Mercedes Moné at WrestleMania 37 was one of the biggest moments of her career. The EST of WWE also revealed that she was quite nervous before WrestleMania 38, where she faced Becky Lynch, even though she had headlined the show the prior year. Of course, it's at the top of the list. It doesn't get bigger than main eventing WrestleMania and making history at the same time. So it's definitely at the top of the list. It's one of my top moments. Each WrestleMania is special in its own way. I remember walking into WrestleMania 38 and being like, I'm not gonna be nervous, I have main evented WrestleMania before. Nope, I was more nervous about WrestleMania 38 than 37, said Bianca Belair. Belair is set to have another marquee match at WrestleMania 39 as well, where she will defend her Raw Women's Championship against Asuka. KSI pictured on stretcher backstage with unhappy Logan Paul. Logan Paul faced Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 39 on the first night of the event. Unfortunately for the YouTuber, he lost the match after his friend got involved. However, it now looks like Paul's friend, KSI, could have been hurt in the process. Leading up to the WrestleMania match, Paul cost Rollins opportunity after opportunity. Be it what happened at the Royal Rumble, or even the fact that he was the reason that Seth Rollins was eliminated from the Elimination Chamber, he was a thorn in Rollins' side. Even on episodes of Raw before Mania, the Maverick hit Rollins with 2 knockout blows, laying him out. However, at the event itself, Logan Paul found that Rollins came prepared and was pushing him to his extreme. At one point, when Paul was in trouble, his friend and fellow YouTuber KSI came out of nowhere wearing the Prime Drink mascot costume. He attacked Rollins and laid him out on the table. When Logan Paul went to hit him with the dive from the ropes to the outside, though, Rollins switched it up, pulling KSI into the path of the dive instead. This led to the YouTuber eating the blow and taking it hard. He was put through the table. The popular celeb sold it well, but it seems he might have been hurt due to the dangerous spot. After the match, he was seen backstage on a stretcher next to an unhappy Paul. Whether he was hurt or if this was just a pose for a picture or not remains to be seen. The end for the Bloodline. Wrestling fans are elated after Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos to become the new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions at WrestleMania 39. After months of feuding with each, Zayn and KO finally teamed up to face the Usos in one of the best tag team matches in WWE history. The match lived up to its hype and had fans on the edge of their seats. The Usos dominated the match at the beginning, but Owens and Zayn fought back well in the end. The challengers showed true grit and determination as they took everything Jimmy and Jey Uso threw at them. Needless to say, the match had plenty of false finishes. Sami and the prizefighter were able to pick up the win after the former hit several hell-of-a kicks on Jey Uso. Several fans were excited about Sami Zayn and Kevin's victory and even took to social media to share their delight. Now that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have become the new tag team champions, it will be interesting to see if Roman Reigns will be able to retain his title tomorrow. What did you make of this match? Sound off in the comments section.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me